Hey everyone, Brew here with another Racial Legends video. So guys, we've got two news today that we have to announce about the game. So the first thing is that we're gonna have a 10x in summons tomorrow. The first 10x is gonna be on the new champion called Minaya. She's a Force legendary champion. And the other 10x, guys, is gonna be on the Skinwalker legendary champion called Coroner. Yeah. This was released during Valentine's Day, and now we have the 10x summon. It's gonna be for this new champion. So we're gonna go through both of these champions, but first I wanna talk to you about another thing that's gonna come to the game. It's gonna be an extension of the fusion by 5 days. I'm not sure what that exactly means since the events haven't been extended really from what I've seen. So the events currently are like 3 days, 14 hours. The summon rush is gonna start tomorrow with the 10x. So we're gonna be able to get this Void champion from it. I already have 2 copies of her, so I'm not worried about that. We've got the Arena Assault, Artifact Enhancement, and Dungeon Divers. There's no clear extension of these events so far. So we're gonna have 5 events at the same time, but these haven't been extended and we weren't informed of any extension of these events, just of the Fusion. So the Fusion currently, guys, if you see here, the Fusion has another 1 week and 3 days and 5 hours. So that's the amount of time you have until you'll be able to fuse Roros. If you don't fuse him by then he's gonna be gone. So if this is extended by another 5 days, then it's gonna be like over 2 weeks. But still, if you haven't managed to get those rares and epics so far, then basically you're not gonna do it. I mean, even if they extend it, you basically lost your chance unless they bring in more events during those extra 5 days to cover up their mess, basically. So because it's all their fault that this is happening right here. You guys know it because of all the bannings, the lag, the resets, everything has been delaying players from actually doing the events, playing the game, using their battle pass, using their raid passes. Yeah, it's all a mess, and they gave us 3 chickens. I don't know why. Anyway, guys, so first up, the 10x is gonna be on your Ancient, Void, and Sacred shards. The reason for this, guys, is from the Ancient and Sacred, you're gonna be able to get Minaya, the Force legendary champion, the girl, and from the Voids, you're gonna be able to get Coroner, whatever his name. So Voids, you're gonna have 0.5% chance to get him. To get a legendary basically, and then once the legendary basically rolls in, it's gonna be a 10x on that. So that's how the chances roll. I don't like this kind of events because it's basically hoping to get a legendary, and then on that chance it's gonna be 10x. So this was worth it, I mean, for Dracomorph, but for these 2 champions I don't think it's worth it, because first of all, let's look at Minaya. I don't like her skill set that much for me to open my shards just to get her. So there's no reason for me to open the shards just to get her. Unless there's some good rewards from the summon event, I'm not even gonna bother. Some energy maybe I'll open a few shards, but I'm not gonna open sacreds for her. So Minaya attacks one enemy, places a 15% continuous heal on the ally with the lowest buff, with the lowest HP for 2 turns. Yeah, I don't like it. It's not even the stronger heal. It's not even the 25%. So I don't like it. Her A2, this is the one that heals like a flat heal by 10,000 health to the closest ally. Okay, she needs 6 books for this. Don't use 6 books for this kind of champion, guys. And then we're gonna look at Beauty's Allure. So heals all allies for 40% of their max HP. This is a very nice one, actually. So places a block debuffs buff for 2 turns on champions under increased defense buffs. If a champion is fully healed, but this skill also places a shield buff on them for 2 turns, equal to 25% of this champion's HP. So basically, load her up with health, and she's gonna be a great healer with all her skills. She's gonna be a great healer for a team. Other than that, I don't know if she's gonna be like a good replacement for your team, enough so that you don't need a lifesteal set. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be enough. Like four turns here with 4 books. All the amount of books that you're gonna need for this champion, I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, you really need Coroner as well for this kind of thing to work. So you're gonna spend all your shards in a non-2x event to get these 2. I don't think it's worth it. Unless you're a whale, then you don't really care, and you probably are not gonna be watching this video. So yeah, Minaya, she's not really worth it for me, but Coroner, I think he's much better. Of course, he's a legendary champion. He's a Void legendary champion. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a Void legendary, then I mean, you would get Venus like me. That was my luck. I've spent my luck, guys, in the game. There's no more luck for me, so I'm just gonna be opening Voids to get another cold heart, maybe 4 Voids, hoping to get a cold heart, my second one. But yeah, Coroner, Guys, this guy is level 60. Coroner, yeah, his A1 attacks all enemies twice instead of once when you have Minaya on the same team. So you basically need both of them in the same team to actually be good. So attacks all enemies 2 times instead of 1, and the chance of decreasing each target's turn meter increases to 100% with Minaya there. The damage of each hit will be decreased by 50%. So yeah, that's good. I mean, the decrease in turn meter is going to be great, because you're going to decrease it by 20, and if you've got the mastery, the first one is going to be 25%. This one is a great A1, but if you have Minaya in your team. His A2 is basically like a provoke on all enemies, block debuffs buff, and a 60% increased defense buff on this champion for 2 turns. It's a great thing, but it's not on all allies. I mean, I would love this if it was on all allies. It would have been so much greater for the team. Yeah, this is instead on him only, like the buff. So this is why I don't like it. 3 turns cooldown with 3 books, not bad. 4 books here, so 7 books. I mean, attacks all enemies, places a 50% decreased attack debuff on all enemies for 2 turns, and the increased defense debuff on targets under decreased attack debuffs. Yeah, this is great. Not bad for a 4 turns cooldown, although it's 2 turns duration. It's not bad, but again, 4 books for this. There are better champions that apply both, basically, and more consistently than him. I mean, you're going to have a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns, not on enemies. So due to the cooldowns and the duration of this. So yeah, this is why I don't really like it. And if Minaya is on your team, counterattacks when hit by enemies under decreased attack, decreased defense, or decreased speed debuffs. Always counterattacks when hit if Minaya is on the same team. Basically, you need both of them for them to actually be worth having. I don't know how you're going to use them effectively, because they're going to take 2 spots of your team. The dungeons, I mean, there's already teams clearing the dungeons without them being legendaries. I mean, you can clear the dungeons 20 with rares. So spend all your shards in a chance to get both of these. Yeah, I don't like it. Place a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns if this champion kills an enemy. This will not work on the clan boss. This is going to work on the spider, I guess. But yeah, he's an HP champion, so I don't know how his damage scales. Like, he only has like 2 damaging skills, right? So his A1 and A3. His A2 will not do any damage. Yeah, how much damage is he going to do to actually kill an enemy and apply this? I don't like this, guys. He's a very high HP like champion, 25,000, but I don't like it. So yeah, this is for the 10x for these 2 guys. What I really want to see is the events. This is what I'm hoping for, the extension of the 5-day for the fusion. If that is extended, guys, is this going to be extended as well? Is the champion training going to be extended by another 5 days for us to get another, well, for me to get another 14,000 to get the legendary skill tome? This is what I want to get, because these are very hard to find in the game. Basically, you can only buy them in big quantities. From events, I mean 30,000 points to get 1. Yeah, that's a lot of points. Also, the Summon Rush events usually have 1, but that's about at 2,500 points from what we know so far. So the Arena Assault was great. I mean, it was a very easy event. 150 points. I mean, if you had a bit more events here, it would be an amazing event. Artifact Enhancement. Yeah, this one is very hard, but the rewards are not bad. I mean, 55 gems. The rare there was a bit hard to get, to be honest. I spent a lot of silver so far, and I'm going to spend more silver to get that book in the end. Another 1,500. I've got one more day, basically. So if this is also extended, that's good for me. I'll have more time to farm some silver. Basically, the Dungeon Diaries, this is always great when it's together with the champion training, because it's basically a chance for you to get this free basically rewards, because you're also farming champion training. You also get loot, so you're getting a lot of points for the Dungeon Divers. We also have the tournaments going on right now, and we have the best one being the Dragon Tournament. The Dragon Tournament is the one I like the most, because it's the one I'm lacking in terms of gear for my champions. So I'm gonna go for the 2,750 reward at least, because yeah, I'll need to spend another 1,000 energy or so for me to get it, but it's fine because I need the gear, I need this champion for the fusion, all good. And if I get one of these rewards in the meantime, then that's good also. So another 2 days, 13 hours for that. That's a long time for me to wait in first spot. I'm probably not gonna be able to hold first spot on that. But yeah, guys, overall guys, the state of the game here is like they tried to give out compensation to players. They did an announcement on Discord that we were gonna have some compensation in the game about all the troubles we had the past few days. But I mean, everyone expected a bit more, especially the ones who were banned, those, they should have been given more compensation. And also for the people who actually bought the battle pass and then bought it twice, they should actually give their money back. But instead they said they were going to give gems or something. Yeah, the general state of the game is they do care about the mistakes that they did, but they don't care enough to compensate the players. I don't understand what Plarium is doing so far. They understand that the players are going to play the game like crazy, so they don't really care about compensating them enough for their troubles. So Rotos, guys, if you're going to go for him, you're going to get an extension tomorrow. I like Rotos. I like his skill set. He's going to be great if you get the other Void champion as well. Stevie the Lost Bride. I mean, I wish we had a 10x on her instead. This would have been so much better. Like a 10x and a 2x at the same time. Ooh, I will burn my Voids in that event. This is the video. Thanks a lot for watching so far. Leave your comments down below with regards to how you think this is going to go. Tomorrow with the extension and what you think of Plarium so far. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already, because yeah, subscribe to Cold Brew. Yeah, see you guys.